Well, every morning that we wake up, we even say to each other, God, thank you so much for this house. We're so grateful and we're so overwhelmed with gratitude every day that we get to be in this house. Very little things, just opening the curtains in the morning. We're filled with gratitude.
This is a place where we're going to be able to host people, do ministry from here. We're going to be able to grow our family here and grow up kids in the way they should go. And it's a huge, huge blessing. So just about a year ago, we were living in our apartment and it was fine. We were happy, all was good. And then we went to my friend's house who just got a new house, and I felt the Lord kind of tap me in the heart and say, hey, this is for you too. And I was like, we don't have those kind of resources, but I felt the Lord say to me, walk in the direction of your faith. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go talk to my wife. So I talked to my wife and she said, okay, well, let's just start walking.
Everything in the natural seemed like we could not afford closing costs and everything that comes with a house. But we both agreed, God really wants us to practice our faith. We gave very sacrificially to All In, and we knew that if we gave big, God will bless big. We got pre-qualified for a certain amount, and when we went and applied for our mortgage, our first mortgage was denied. And that for us was a huge challenge because the enemy started getting in our heads saying, this isn't going to work out. What are you thinking trying to have faith for this house? You can't do it. So all of a sudden our mortgage got denied, and that was really challenging for both of us.
And the next day we met with another loan officer, and we actually got a loan at a lower interest rate than the first one by a long shot, which ended up saving us money on the house. So what we thought was tragedy got turned into triumph. The bank that owned the house got back to us and they said, hey, in order for us to process your offer, we're going to need you to put down $4,000 in cash immediately in order for us to even move forward on this. That was every penny that we pretty much had in our bank account at the time. And then the next day, I remembered that when I was 18 years old, my grandfather signed over a Roth IRA account to me. And I said, I wonder how much is in that. So I went and checked, and there was $4,800 in that account, just what we needed. And they said they could get it to us within 2 days. So we had just what we needed, actually more than what we needed, just the time we needed it. And it was provision that I had that I didn't even know I had.
I just keep getting reminded, God, if you could supernaturally provide every single dollar we needed for this house, you're going to supernaturally provide for the things that we need for this house, for anything that comes up, any little thing. I know that, God, you will provide. So what this whole process taught me and taught us is that he can do all things, and he's not done, and he's not going to take a break just because he provided big for a season. He's not done providing. And anytime I forget and I start to forget, I can just look around me because I live in the manifestation of how good he is and what he's done.
This revelation of asking God for things, and not just things for my benefit, but for things that are going to benefit others. Like this house is not just to benefit us, it's to host home groups and have people here and to do ministry from this place. I realized that when you ask God for things, it doesn't just have to be for you. It can be on behalf of what you want to see manifest. And so as my job as a children's pastor, if I have a need for a certain person to play a certain role, I can say, God, bring them in. And since then, I've been doing that. I've been seeing it over and over and over again. I've been saying, Lord, I need somebody to fill this small group for this 5th grade girl group. And bam, someone applies to volunteering kids ministry, and they're serving faithfully, loving on these 5th grade girls every single week. And by the end of the process, God is so good that we had more in our bank account at the end of it all than we did at the beginning. And our God doesn't leave us in debt. Our God doesn't leave us in a place of struggle. He will not just provide and just give you enough. His goal is to give you the promised land. His goal is to give you more than enough. Every step of the way, God was there for us. It was amazing.